So yeah, this is one of the interesting things. In the 1800s, they were kind of considering the same things during part of the Industrial Revolution. They actually, we call this, like, I believe it's in philosophy. They use the term eschaton. It's when humanity thinks that it's reached its highest point of evolution. So during the 1800s, that's kind of what gave rise to Marxism. They thought that industrialization was going to obsolete workers, and so we were going to have a utopia where nobody was going to need to work because one machine could account for the work of 10,000 men. And they kind of rushed into communism and Marxism because they thought that, well, nobody's going to need to work anymore. So we need to create a system where everybody just shares, and currency is going to be irrelevant because you're just going to be given, the bread that you need and the shoes that you need and all those types of things. So I think that AI is going to present a similar thing for humanity. I think we're going to think we're at this eschaton where we're going to have this utopia that AGI is going to, provide for all of our needs. I think what humanity is going to find out is that we're going to have a whole set of needs that are not just based on work, and that are not just based off of the things that we spend our times on now. We're going to find that we have all these interpersonal needs that AI can't account for, and things like that. So, and maybe that's not what we discover, but I think what the Industrial Revolution showed us is that there were things that we discovered about humanity that we didn't previously know existed. They just thought that 12-hour workdays or 14-hour workdays were part of the standard protocol. And so they thought the eschaton was going to relieve humanity of that. I don't think AI is going to relieve humanity of all that we think it will. But you're right, Anders. I mean, it's progressing at a pace that that is pretty shocking. I mean, ChatGPT being adopted at a faster pace than any other app in history is pretty substantial. So I think it's worth thinking about. But I think that humanity's hubris is that we're always right around the corner from the utopia, and I don't think that that's what we're going to find at the end of this.
Man, I love that perspective. And I agree with that. And it's super interesting because if you think about how fast human beings have to run on the hamster wheel because of fiat-based monetary system, where the prices of things are running away from you constantly, and you have to run faster and faster and faster, and you have to work harder and harder and harder, and there's more hours that you work, and maybe you get 2 jobs, and maybe your wife gets 2 jobs, and you understand what I'm saying. It's crazy. And what if this actually frees human time where we can get back to being humans and figure out how we can serve each other on a human level? Like I can see an entire range of division of labor being created where humans are just serving each other's kind of really at the very fundamental soul-based needs level of other humans. Like maybe yoga explodes or something. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it's going to be yoga. You understand what